Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be bringing you fragrance mists that smell like expensive perfumes, but this is going to be the fall edition. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the love and the support. With that said, let's get right into today's video. All right, guys, so I do have a playlist on my channel which you guys absolutely love, and it is fragrance mists that smell like expensive perfumes. They could smell like niche perfumes, designer perfumes. And since I have a lot of new subscribers and maybe some of you might not have watched the first ones, I might have a few repeats that you might have heard before, but I'm kind of just doing this video to wrap up like my favorite fragrance mists that remind me of a certain expensive perfume, and these can be used specifically for fall and going into winter. So I kind of went through all of my videos that I have done with these fragrance mists that smell like expensive perfumes, and I picked out like the ones that I felt were perfect for cozy fall season. Some of them are smoky, there's vanillas, there is florals. I have a little bit of everything. So yeah, if there are some that are repeats, I apologize. I'm just doing this video for the new subscribers and also to have a fall edition. So let's get right into it. Also, a little quick disclaimer before I get started. Remember that these are not 100% dupes because, like I always say, we are comparing a fragrance mist that costs about $15, $16 to fragrances that can go up all the way up to $300. So it's not going to be 100% dupes. So think about it more as if you like this perfume, you will love this fragrance mist. You can layer them together. So I'm going to get started with the first one. So if you are interested or if you love Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple, which is very, very beautiful apple scent. I used to think that this was only perfect for like spring and summer, but now that I started wearing this fragrance in the fall time, I am in love with it. And you can combine this with so many different fragrance mists. But if I was looking for one that smelled very, very close to the actual fragrance, I would say that Winter Candy Apple is very, very close. So they're not exact dupes, but they layer so beautiful together, and they're very similar compared to other fragrance mists. So the fragrance mist has notes of candy red apple, winter rose petals, candied orange, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. So the cinnamon is something that is not in the Eden, but I feel like they are so close. I am going to say that since I have had this for I think about a year now, it does smell way more musky. I do get more of those berries that I didn't really get when I first got it. I still get the juicy apple, but it is starting to get very concentrated and dense, and it is starting to smell much stronger than when I first got it. But I still think that these two are perfect together. They are similar. If you like the Kayali Eden, you would for sure love Winter Candy Apple. And I wanted to do this video because a lot of you are going to be able to find these fragrance mists at the moment, because Winter Candy Apple is part of the holiday collection at Bath & Body Works. So if you have never got Winter Candy Apple, go ahead and give it a try. And yeah, these two are great together. Next up, we are going to be talking about a very expensive perfume, and it's a fragrance that I kind of find it a little hard to recommend it to other people, even though I absolutely love it. I only pull this out for like 2 or 3 months out of the whole year. So that is the only drawback to this fragrance, but so many people love it, and it's very, very hard to find a dupe for this. Like, I don't really know of any fragrance mist that smell like this, but I did get one recently that got close. It's not 100% dupe, but it's very close, and they will layer so beautiful together. So the fragrance that I'm talking about is by Kilian, and this is Angel Share. This right here is a cinnamon, spicy, boozy scent. A lot of people say that they think of like apple pie when they smell this, and I definitely do get that. But being Puerto Rican, being Latina, when I smelled this perfume, the first thing that I thought of was making coquito. Like the spice that you use to make the coquito, the cinnamon, the cloves, the star anise, all of that goes into that tea just makes me think of this. So it's just a very beautiful fall and winter appropriate type of fragrance. And recently I hauled a few fragrance mists from Victoria's Secret, and Moon Spiced Apple was part of that haul. And I was playing with my fragrance mist the other day and I was like, wait a second, I think that these two, I wouldn't say that this is a dupe, but it's the closest fragrance mist that I have found to give me that kind of vibe of Kilian's Angel Share. So the only difference that I would say that I get from these two is when I spray this on my skin, Angel Share stays very, very boozy. It almost gets a little woody. It feels very spicy. And I do get all of that with this fragrance mist, except that this one dries down a little bit more fruity, but the fruit is, think of like using fruit, but for Thanksgiving, like with cinnamon and stuff on top. So I get a little bit more fruit in here, but it's still fall appropriate fruit. It's not summery. It's not nothing like that. It's definitely fall time type of gourmand dessert fruits, if you know what I mean. So it does have a little bit more of that, and it's also a tad bit sweeter and also a tad bit more feminine. So if you felt like the Kilian Angel Share was a little bit too strong or too masculine or anything like that, even though I absolutely love this and I love wearing it, I feel like layering this one with the body cream and this on top is going to be beautiful. Moving on, I only have a travel size of this fragrance because this is another one that I can't wear here all year long, but I really love the cozy, smoky, fall and winter vibes that this fragrance gives. And this is Replicas by the Fireplace. So I can't use this too much because here it's just too hot for this, but I really love the dry down of this. So the opening for me is a little bit too much. It's a little bit too literally like a fireplace or like a fire pit or something like that. Like you get these smoky wood type of vibe. But then once that dries down, you have to give it a little bit. The dry down is the most intoxicating, vanilla, kind of sweet, woody, warm, just cozy. It's really, really nice. So a lot of you guys are going to guess which one is very, very similar to By the Fireplace, and that is Bath & Body Works Bonfire Bash. Now, this is part of their fall collection. I'm not sure if when they have their sale coming up for Christmas time, maybe this will be in there, who knows? But I know that a lot of you guys do own Bonfire Bash, and these two go together so perfectly. And if you are looking for a fragrance that reminds you of Replica by the Fireplace, Bonfire Bash is definitely the way to go. And Victoria's Secret recently also released Star Smoked Amber. And this one in the dry down also kind of gives me like the vibes of By the Fireplace. So this one has amber and marshmallow. Bonfire Bash has vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk. Bonfire Bash gives me like the dry down of By the Fireplace. Like it's just like a lighter, softer version. It's not going to be as strong. But this Star Smoked Amber from Victoria's Secret also gives vibes of By the Fireplace, and this one's a little bit stronger. So Bonfire Bash is like the lighter, little bit softer version of By the Fireplace, and then Star Smoked Amber is a little bit stronger. It gives you a little bit more oomph. And I also think that this one will be longer lasting. I have not had a chance to play with this one yet. I've had it sitting there, so I definitely want to wear this very soon. It's just like a very woody, smoky scent, smoky amber scent. But these three are very, very similar. And if you're looking for body mist that reminds you of Replica by the Fireplace, check these out. And I am going to be listing everything in the description box like how I always do. Whatever I can find links to, I will put links. And then whatever I can't, it will have to be, you know, if you see them in a sale or something like that. So the next fragrance I'm going to be talking about that is very loved for fall time is Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. This is like a caramel latte. It's very strong. It's deep. It's dark. It's a little mysterious. It's still sweet though. And it's just, to me, very sexy. It's like a sexy nighttime going out type of fragrance. I love the bottle. I think it's just so beautiful. I love the color of the juice. It just makes me think of fall time so much, and you can also wear this for winter for sure. So the fragrance mist that reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, is Vanilla Mocha Cream, which this was released last year. But if you didn't get a chance to get this one this year, they have, oh my god, my packaging got scratched. How annoying, because I love this packaging so much better. But this is Vanilla Mocha Martini. Isn't this packaging beautiful? And together with this, it's just so nice. So this has notes of cozy cappuccino, vanilla orchid, and white tonka bean. So if you're looking for a fragrance mist that smells like Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, Vanilla Mocha Martini is going to be your best bet. They're going to layer beautifully together. You're going to get that coffee, vanilla type of vibe, same way as Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. So yeah, Vanilla Mocha Martini is just, I could definitely get the mocha in here. It's so good. It's mocha mixed with like coffee, like a latte. It's a creamy vanilla, but it's not like a sweet cupcake vanilla. It's a little bit more towards the coffee, I would say. And for some reason, I don't know if it's just my nose, but I feel like the Vanilla Mocha Martini might be a little bit stronger than the one from last year. Maybe it's just my nose playing tricks on me. It's not a huge difference, but I feel like I get a little bit more coffee in this one. But if you are looking for something to layer with Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, Vanilla Mocha Martini is perfection for it. Next up, I have two fragrances here. I don't have the original one. You know how popular this fragrance is and how much everyone loves it. I never wanted to get the full-size bottle because the dupes that I have are so good that I almost feel like I don't need to spend my money on that. And that is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540. I know that almost every single one of you guys have heard of this fragrance, and I feel like I love the fragrance. It's definitely not my favorite fragrance ever, but the dupes that I have for it definitely satisfy like my itch for that fragrance. So the first one that I have is from Zara, and this is Red Temptation. This is by far the #1 dupe that I would recommend for Baccarat Rouge 540. It's very affordable. You can find it at Zara, and it lasts forever. This will last you like 12 hours. I'm not even exaggerating. The day that I wore this fragrance, I probably applied it like around 11 o'clock in the morning, and I got home around 8. I was still, you know, smelling like if I had just sprayed this fragrance on myself. Very similar to Baccarat Rouge 540. And then the other one that's a very great dupe is Orientica Amber Rouge. So these two are my favorite dupes. Now, if you're looking for fragrance mist options, there's many of them. I'm just going to give you two options, but from Bath & Body Works, one of the very popular ones is In the Stars, which I just got this maybe like a couple months ago. I never owned it before, so I'm kind of late to the party, but this is you're going to get Baccarat Rouge 540 vibes for sure. And this has Starflower, Sandalwood Musk, Sugared Tangelo, White Agarwood, and Radiant Amber. So this is a beautiful fragrance mist. The quality of it is really nice, and the notes are a little bit more complex, so it is going to smell like an expensive niche perfume, but just a little bit like sweeter, more fragrance mist like, but you're still going to get that nice vibe from the fragrance mist. And Baccarat Rouge 540, if you have never smelled it before or smelled anything similar to it, Baccarat Rouge 540 has always been a little bit hard for me to describe, but I do get like this sugary vibe from it. It's sweet, it's very airy. There's like a little bit of woodiness in there as well, but it's very light woodiness. It's not like super strong and woody, nothing like that. It's just very airy, very beautiful. It just smells very pretty. I think that that's what it makes me think of. And then another one that I would recommend that is out for the holiday season is Starlit Night. This is also going to give you Baccarat Rouge 540 vibes, but this one I would say is a little bit more fruity. So if you love Baccarat Rouge 540, or if you wish that it was just a little bit more fruity or it had a little bit something else in it, this fragrance mist is so beautiful. And you can also use this to layer with Ariana Grande's Cloud, which is another dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. So this one's definitely going to give you Baccarat Rouge 540 with a little bit of berries mixed in there, so it's a little bit more fruity, way more feminine as well, but still smells absolutely beautiful. So the packaging for this year is amazing as well. Like if I didn't own this one already, I would definitely get that one. The next one I have talked about on my Instagram, which if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to leave my Instagram on the screen. Check it out because I am trying to upload a little bit more like fragrance content and layering combos. I'm trying to upload more layering combos on my Instagram, so you will be able to see things there before I actually get them onto a video. So I did share this one on my IG and I have also talked about it on my channel, but this is one of my favorite fragrances and it is by Replica. This is Coffee Break and this is a very, very unique fragrance. This is not, you're not going to find this type of fragrance just anywhere. It's very unique. It's really, really nice. It's not going to be for everyone, but if you love coffee and lavender, this is a must-have. So this is creamy, this is cozy, this gives you latte vibes, it gives you relaxing vibes. It's very, very comforting. It's super comforting. I love to wear this when I'm having like a self-care type of day or when I want to relax, when I want to watch a movie or something. It is just the most so good. It's not super girly, it's not super feminine. I can actually say that this is maybe like a unisex fragrance. It's so good though. It's so comfy, so comforting, and you do get the coffee in there, but it's like a creamy coffee. It's not as strong as the Dolce & Gabbana coffee in here. I feel like it's a little bit more bitter in here. I feel like the coffee in here, it's more creamy, it's softer. It's just so, so nice. So the fragrance mist that is closest to Coffee Break to me is Fireside Flurries, and this is also available at Bath & Body Works for the holiday season. Their packaging this year is also beautiful. I love it. So this one has notes of toasted marshmallow, pink lavender, and cashmere woods. So the only thing that you're not gonna get in here is that coffee note, but I feel like when this fragrance starts to dry down, the coffee does soften up a lot and it's not super prominent. I feel like the lavender is a little bit more strong and it's more of like the star of the show in this fragrance. So Fireside Flurries definitely is a great dupe. So if you love this fragrance, you will definitely love Fireside Flurries. Next up, we are going to be talking about a super popular fragrance. This is literally on almost everyone's list when it comes to fall and winter, and it's on almost everyone's list for vanillas as well. And this is none other than Kayali Vanilla 28. One of my favorite fragrances as well. This is just so stunning. I love this fragrance. It is like such a simple vanilla, yet it stands out from the rest. It's like a vanilla extract with brown sugar. It just smells so yummy. It's not like a synthetic vanilla. It doesn't smell like a cupcake or like a cake or anything like that. It reminds me more of like baking and vanilla extract and brown sugar and just that type of vibe. And out of all of the fragrance mists that I have smelled from Bath & Body Works, from Victoria's Secret, the ones that always give me Vanilla 28 vibes the most are the Bare Vanillas. And they always change them up. So this is Bare Vanilla Untamed. This one was released last year, I believe. And I absolutely love this one. This one has Vanilla Elixir, Apple Blossom. This one is so, so good. And then this year I picked up Bare Vanilla Golden. This one has Sugared Tonka, Orchid Blossom. This one's a little bit more, I get a little bit more of that Orchid Blossom. So you do get a little bit more of like a floral touch in here. But if you are looking for a vanilla fragrance mist that gives off like Kayali Vanilla 28 vibes, definitely look into the Bare Vanilla line. And there is a Bare Vanilla that just came out and it is not in any stores near me. So I'm dying to pick that one up. I hope that we get it here soon. But check out the Bare Vanillas if you love Kayali Vanilla 28. Now the last fragrance mist is going to be a little bit more floral, a little bit more syrupy. It's sweet. And this is one of my, if not my all-time favorite fragrance. And even though it is my favorite, I don't reach for it all the time. And that's because I don't want it to lose like its magic. Because when I smelled this fragrance for the first time, it was love at first sniff. And from that day on, I get so many compliments when I wear it. The scent bubble is amazing. It lasts forever on me. It's so gourmand and sweet, yet somehow sexy and floral at the same time. And this is Elie Saab's Girl of Now. I love this fragrance. Oh, it's so good. This has almond, this has pistachio, this has vanilla, this has orange blossom, this has patchouli. I mean, there are so many notes in here, but it just turns into like a syrupy, almondy. You get the pistachio in the opening, and then you get a little bit of florals as well. The patchouli adds like a sexiness to it, but it's not dirty, it's not too much. This is probably one of the best fragrances that my nose has ever smelled, and that's the reason why I don't pick it up too much. So I just love it so much. I did get this fragrance mist from Victoria's Secret, and this one is called Nectar Drip. This has jasmine and white praline. I feel like this is going to be the closest that you can get to Girl of Now. Zara also has a fragrance, comes in a purple bottle. That's a straight up dupe for Girl of Now. But if you want like a fragrance mist, this is definitely very similar to Girl of Now. It's not as gourmand and it doesn't have like those beautiful notes of pistachio or almond, but it does give me like that creamy, sweet, syrupy, floral vibe that I get from Girl of Now. So these two layered together, amazing. And if you want something that kind of reminds you of this fragrance in a fragrance mist, it would be Victoria's Secret Nectar Drip. And I hope that they still have some available so that I can link them for you guys. But yeah, that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed my fall edition of fragrance mists that smell like expensive perfumes. And I did buy a bunch of new fragrance mists from Victoria's Secret, and I also shopped for the holiday collection from Bath & Body Works. So if I find any other fragrances that kind of smell like a perfume, I will definitely make another list and continue the series. But for right now, this is going to be all. Comment down below, what did you guys think? Which ones caught your attention, or which ones have you tried? Let me know. I cannot wait to talk to you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.